Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and my guests are Tracie Berry-McGhee and Estitia Stone of the I Define Me Leadership Speaker Series. Thank you both for being here again. We didn't get a chance to kind of get into your organization or what you started, and I wanted to kind of take the time. I wanted two things. One, talk about your T-shirt, but first I want to talk about Girls Circle Youth Development. Tell me a bit more about it.
Okay, Girls Circle Youth Development Corporation was founded in 2016, and I wanted to, working with so many different girls, I found out that some of the girls aren't connected to the resources that's available.
Okay.
So with Girls Circle, I want to serve as the resource hub for girls. So I recently had a resource community fair for girls only, where I collaborated and partnered with other girl organizations in the St. Louis metro area, both city and county, to create this fair for girls so they'll be able to be linked to the resources that's available in the community.
So so if they go to your site, you're on social media, what is it that they're finding in terms of resources?
So with resources, they're finding organizations like SistaKeeper, they're finding organizations like Sportsy, or just girl organizations who serve girls. I'm able to share what's going on with those organizations. Like I said, they're not linked to them. So I'm able to create that link, fill the gap for those organizations to reach more girls.
And is it really the girls that you're sort of interacting with at this age, or their parents, or both?
It's both. So the programs will serve the girls, but with the resource fair, I'm able to reach the girls and their families.
And I have to ask you about your shirt, because this kind of ties into, we talked about your book earlier. Tell me about your T-shirt.
So my T-shirt has the 12 stones on there, which are 12 tools, like I said, that I use on my journey. And I wanted to create a shirt where you're able to see the tools, so you don't have to really think about it. And someone say, what are those? And you're able to share what the tools are and hopefully able to give them a tool without even knowing.
You know, I see it on there, pray and faith and forgiveness, and I think that's so important. And I mean, I have a daughter, and so I know she's quite young, but just the challenges that you foresee in raising them. Let's switch over here to you, Tracie. What do you kind of have planned outside of this with your organization as well?
Well, our goal is to make sure that our girls define themselves and they define their voices. So we are really pushing the I Define Me movement. We live in a world, in a society where everything is about society trying to define you, and we want our girls to understand the value of not losing their voices. And so we are pushing the value of the love principle. We all have tools, and they can constantly our girls need to constantly fill their toolbox with various tools. So the L is listen, the O is observe, the V is validate, and the E is empower. And that's what we're trying to do through our I Define Me movement. Teach these girls what self-love is all about. Because if you don't love yourself first, you can't even begin to love others or develop healthy relationships. So definitely we're looking to do a national tour, continue to do retreats and summits, and but we have to start first with us showing them what it looks like to mentor one another, and that's what we're doing with our leadership summit, our series.
No, I think it's great that you both independently have your own things going on, but have come together with this kind of synergy and the energy that you share to help girls and to help their families. I'm curious from the other side, when you are interacting with middle school girls, I mean, what is it that you're hearing from them? Like, what is it that they're saying?
Well, we all know that boys are kind of taught to work together and be teammates and be players and understand what it means to say we. And SistaKeeper is spelled with the A. And it means that we're all sisters. I tell the girls all the time, black, white, tall, short, thick or thin, hazelnut blend, just open up your multicultural Crayola box. If you find your color, that means that you're a sister. But our girls say, I don't do girls, or girls are cliquish. We have girl drama, we have mean girls, and television sometimes portrays that. And the girls don't get a chance to really see what it looks like for us to connect. So that's why it's important for us not to just pour into the girls, but for them to see us connect as well.
Right. No, I think that's so important. And it's hard to, when you talked about it, I thought that was a great analogy with the toolkits, because it's constantly changing too, isn't it? It's like as soon as you hit one hurdle and you get over it, you have something else. So you find that as well.
So with the quote that I have with my book, I said, the way the tools will remain the same. Prayer will remain the same, forgiveness will remain the same, but the way we use our tools will always look different. So that's a quote that I carry with me, that I created with the 12 stones, and I just believe that. Like, nothing will look the same for me or you or for the girls, but the tools will always be there. However you use them is up to you.
No, I think it's really, really great because I think so many parents, and I think even for children themselves and kids, at a certain point, you need those tools.
Yeah.
Like life is just going to come at
Yeah.
you, and you need those kind of core principles, but also those tools to deal with what comes your way. And people can learn more about this at the event that's coming up. We've got the information there for you on the screen. I Define Me Leadership Speaker Series. If you have a daughter, friends, cousins, granddaughters in that grade range of grade 5 through 8th grade, please have them check this out. Go to iDefineMeMovement.com. The first event is June 30th for grades 5th through 6th grade. The next event is coming up in July. That's for grades 7th and 8th grade, and we've got that for you there on July 7th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And again, for more information, go to iDefineMeMovement.com. Does that site then connect to your separate
Yes,
organization?
we are all on Facebook, all forms of social media, and you can find us.
Okay, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so
for having
much.
us.
Thank you. All right, well, we're going to have more STL Live right after this. Please stay with us.